actually adds to the L that Cash Money has been taking since Drake got his ass whooped by Kendrick, man. They've been taking L after L after L.
I'm just, man, I'm so. They talking about he might be bringing that back, like filing a what they call it when they
he just filed an appeal. He just filed an appeal.
Yeah.
I mean, his lawyers is juicing the shit out of him, man. They gonna be rich as fuck by the time it's over.
It gotta be something outside of that, because my whole thing is, come on, dude, if they just do it out, that's the Karen. And I don't mean CARING. That's the Karen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, man, let it go, bro. You lost.
You is your mama's son, nigga.
You lost, right? You lost. You lost that bet. So, Mila, how did you feel about that whole battle and what Drake did and shit?
Yeah, I'm very pro TDE Kendrick. So, going into that, I already knew Kendrick was going to pop out and show.
Do it and show niggas.
You know, ever since the battle, I mean, he obviously won. It's a lot of back and forth. Like I'm seeing, they still trying to say that Family Matters was more lyrical and blah blah blah. I don't see that ever. But
that's called copium. They trying to cope.
Yeah. But yeah, ever since the battle, it's just been L after L for not just him, but people like pretty much everybody who is like
affiliated. Right.
Yeah. And it's just getting. Because to me it's anti-hip hop, because it could have really done a lot. Like if they would have went through with the lawsuit, it would have affected hip hop and freedom of speech and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, I ain't rocking.
Yeah, I think we got the right one for the show here, Chaos, man. She love hip hop too, like we love hip hop, because everything she just said, I agree with. Like,
yeah, I agree with. Like, I just can't believe that. It's just phenomenal to me. I mean, I'm glad I got the experience at least once in my lifetime to see that somebody would go to the extreme to do what the hell he did, you know, and that's crazy to me for him to be like, yo, I don't like the fact that, you know, I say everything about everybody all the time. I sneak this, I do all kinds of stuff. As soon as I pick on the wrong person and he starts spanking my ass, come on, man. That's like you starting a fight, right? You bully, you picking with somebody, you picking with the little dude, and the next thing you know, you find out the little dude really tough and to whoop your ass, so you want to run and go get your big brother after you talked and did all this. Man,
so then start beefing with his big brother.
Yeah.
But that's how a lot of these young cats act these days, bro. Like, I was at an event the other day, man, and I don't want to say no names, but young lady was just out of line, you know what I'm saying? Just talking crazy and like, you know what I'm saying? So me being a grown man in the area, you know, I had to check her, like, you was very disrespectful, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know who you think you talking to, you the youngest person in the room, you know what I'm saying? And her attitude was like she could whoop me or something. I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? But then you like, I'm gonna call my dad. Okay, well, if your dad is gonna back up what you got going on, please call him, because I need somebody to whoop on right now. You know what I'm saying? If you know what you got going on, he need his ass whooped. That's how I look at it. So, but yeah, this new generation is funny as hell, bro. They want to say what they want to say, act how they want to act, but then when the consequences come, they don't know how to respond to it.
Right. And that's that. I mean, it's no boundaries now. I guess there ain't no boundaries to me between, you know, because even like when we was younger and doing our thing, we did pretty much the same exact thing that they doing now, but we had morals and codes and things that we stood on and believed in. You know what I mean? We ain't finna just, you know, go out here and just do any and everything to prove a point, you know, and that's where I feel like this generation of younger ones, man, they don't care.
They don't really care about themselves. That's the main point. The first thing is, how can somebody who don't care about themselves really care about you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
It's sad though. Mila, you being closer to this generation, like with you, like an '80s baby. You with your '80s, '90s.
Oh damn! You trying? I look old. That
No,
old?
no. I take it back. My
No,
bad.
I'm
Damn,
just playing.
I'm
I'm just
old.
playing. No, I'm 90s.
Okay,
I'm
so you being
97.
So even though you was born in the 90s, right?
Mhm.
And you know, you was growing up through one of what I would call the greatest times in life. And I don't mean it just sound old school, it's just the truth. But once you got of age to understand what music was and what it was about, did you get to experience the era that you grew up in and know how good the music was?
Yeah. I was telling him like I grew up in the church. So
Oh, okay.
I really didn't start like deep diving that much into music till like I was of age, like 18. um but I did get to experience like Christian rap, like the evolution of Christian rap. Cause a
Mhm.
lot of time that's overlooked, but they was made great music too. But yeah, I experienced it, but it was more like I heard it at school or like with friends or like I was just in church
Mhm.
all the time. But
reaching on your point, Christian rap is definitely has evolved into something brand new. Like I've been hearing a lot of new Christian rap that you wouldn't even know it was Christian rap, but
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Because they're not like Bible thumping; they're really rapping like real kids of today. But you know what I'm saying? Speaking on higher morals than the kids today are speaking on, so it's almost became the real hip hop of rap. You know what I'm saying?
I seen an interview with this preacher. I can't think of his name, but he technically said that Christian rap is almost sinful rap. I don't know, like you. I think his name is Pastor Craig. He do this thing called the hip hop. With the hip hop. You probably heard of him, bro. He be on. He really blew up on YouTube. He was the
Yeah.
first guy that came out and was talking about Jay-Z in his music and playing his music backwards. And he was
Oh
saying he
yeah.
did it in the sermon. He was at church and he did the whole thing in the sermon and had it. He went crazy. They went crazy viral on that.
Right.
He was talking about the hip hop and hip and that the hip and the hop and what it meant and broke it down and all that. Kind of had me questioning for a minute, but I was just like, man, I don't know, for some reason I just love this music. Like I love it, the meaningful part of the shit. Like,
Right.
Mhm.
And here's the thing about people breaking things down to make you see it in they lens. Like anybody could do that, you know what I'm saying, and convince you that this is that. But I don't get, I don't understand. Like if you don't like something, then don't pay attention to it. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna analyze why it's bad for you and tell other people not to like it because I don't see nothing wrong with Christian rap. Because God, as long as it's getting the word out to the people, I think that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? Whether you rapping,
Yeah,
whether you talking.
I think that might have been his argument is that it was no different than what the regular hip hop sounds like. And he was like, if that's gonna be the purpose, then what is the purpose? You know what I'm saying? Because if you are already listening to the bad energy and getting that vibe off of it, and then you throw on a church record right behind the bad song, and you don't get a different feeling, because it would almost feel like when you listen to Christian hip hop, you're supposed to be able to get a good feeling and feel good after the song. Or am I tripping?
Mm,
Because ain't that what you go to church for? You go to church, you might be having a bad week. Of course, you go to praise and everything, right? But
mm,
when you get there, something about that word might touch your soul and make you feel different by the time you walking out, right?
right.
So, isn't the music supposed to be able to do the same thing? Because, you know,
Inspirational.
yeah, like if it's inspirational, but it sounds just like the trap shit that just went off, where am I getting fed at? So I think that was his argument. I just said,
Well, yeah, I can understand that as far as the beat and the, you know what I'm saying, whatever whatever that, you know what I'm saying, that beat is on, you know what I'm talking about, the levels of, I don't know how they say it. Maybe
frequencies. They say this.
yeah, the frequency. Maybe that, but I think it would be in the message. The message is different because like the music they listen to right now don't really have a message in it. So if you listen to Christian rap right now, it has a message in it.